Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente, yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 622, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hovack. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back. Like for reals. Hey, for those of you who showed up yesterday to see the best video we've made yet with Jack and Eddie, how awesome was that? All I can think of the word is what a blessing. What a blessing to have crossed over from where we used to be as a family to where we are now, and to think that daily discipline is a major part of my life. My kids understand it, they get it, and just the need for routine and for being thankful and for praying and all those things, just amazing, and sets up perfectly for a terrific Tuesday. That's where we are. Today is a terrific Tuesday, which is our weekly reminder that if we believe we're going to have a great day, chances are we will. Just like if we think we're going to have a bad day, guess what? Probably are. Today's a terrific Tuesday. It's 6/30/20, which means it's the last day of June in 2020, which is hard to believe, but that's just what it is, right? So let's finish the first half strong. It's a work day for me. I'm sure it's a work day for you. So let's do it. Let's get to work. First things first, still the realist. You know what else I am? I'm human. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this. Thinking about, how we beat ourselves up for missteps that that make us human. It's like, well, where did we get this expectation that we're all going to be perfect, right? Like I think about all the times, all the energy I spent just beating myself up over, that I wasn't a better parent, that I lost my temper too many times. And, maybe sometimes I shouldn't be so distracted with other things. And, is finishing my deck more important than, playing with Jack and all this stuff. And just, the head trash that we all have. And then I remind myself, like, bro, you're human, right? Like you figure it out. You just make sure that you learn every time. You just learn from it, make it better, continuously improve. I am human, just like you, right? So moving on to our real talk. Yeah, so this is a guy that I've talked about, the Quan. The Quan is a guy that I've done business with a couple times. I've learned a lot from him, and it's funny that I hear this one phrase that he used to say all the time, and we're talking like 18 years ago was the first time we started doing business, 18, 17, whatever. And so at that time, his one and only son was much younger, right? So I think he was like, 6, 8, 10, that area. And so the Quan would bring him often, to these outings that we would, we'd go to the Indy 500, to, NASCAR races and stuff like that, because we did business together and I worked for a big company and they had these resources. And so he would take it and he would get frustrated with his kid and he'd be like, just take it all in. Just take it all in. This is the last time you're ever going to see this. And I used to giggle, right? Because I was like, man, if I ever had a kid, that's how I would act. And that's why I don't want to have any kids, because I don't want to act like that. And so now, I find myself in that situation with my kids where I feel like they're not thankful for everything. And then I remind myself, take it all in, Rob. When Quan was when he was saying, take it all in, he thought he was talking to his son, right? And he was, but I was supposed to hear that message too. Take it all in. When you're in the midst of those, just like we talked about yesterday, the memory, or the day before, the memory that Addison and I and Sam and Jack have of going to a wedding and Jack's throwing up in the car and it was awful in the moment, but you look back at it now, you're like, that's a great memory, right? And just take it all in, right? Especially when you're in the midst of something with somebody that you love. You're like, oh, I'm so frustrated. I want this to end. Just take it all in. It's not going to be like that forever. This will pass. Just take it all in. And then you'll look back at it and be like, actually, that's kind of entertaining now that I'm on the other side of this. But in the moment, oftentimes we're just like, grrr. So yeah, take it all in. And thanks for that, Quan. All right, so moving on to my thank yous. Number one, God has been good, just like we talked about, right? Like as we're going through the nonsense, as we're walking through the fire, it's hard to recognize, like, this is all part of my journey. This is going to make me better, right? It's only when we're well past it, we look back like, oh, that completely makes sense. And you're like, thanks, God, appreciate it, right? It's all good. God's been good to us in the good times and the bad. I'm thankful for Sam, Addie, and Jack, right? Yeah. I can't even talk about them right now without getting emotional. NLB. I don't even remember. Yesterday I was talking about acronyms. I often do this where I'll write stuff down. Next level. That's right. So I found one of my old business cards, and the tagline for BDR was next level big. And I just know, I'm in a transitional period of my life where My life's changing. I can feel it. I know that things that used to be important to me aren't nearly as important, and I'm able. And so whatever's coming next is got to be big, right? Like that's black and yellow, baby. That's what we do. Customization, right? Pimping things out. I just love it when, we customize our lives. And, again, through the journey over 622 days, it's become very clear that our experience in life is based off of what has happened in the past and what we project in the future. And often what we project is what happens. And it's just so hard to explain. But if you positively think great things are going to happen to your lives, you're like, this is what I want. It's amazing when those things happen. You're like, holy shit, that is literally exactly what I had in mind. God is good. Diversity, man. Thinking about this, right? Think of what if we're all the same, right? If we're all the same, the world is nothing like it is today. And that instead of, pushing back and running away from diversity, we need to embrace it and say, this is what makes us better. This is what makes our experience here on this earth, in this world, much more enjoyable, right? Is the variety that comes with diversity. Thankful for patience, right? That's what we need. We need a whole lot of patience right now while people catch up, right? I mean, that's just the way that it is. And I'm talking to myself too. I can't have enough patience. Thankful for the 4th of July that's coming up. I'm going to get to see my sister. 4th of July, I always just love that holiday, right? It's the middle of summer. It's kind of the celebration, celebrating our independence, right? And so this year it's going to mean a little bit different because we're going to be celebrating everybody's independence, I believe. Thankful for principles. You got some people standing up in the sports world like, yeah, I'm not okay with what's happening over there. And I love it. I love it that we are now in a environment where when people are uncomfortable with stuff, it's okay for them. There's a power in all of our voice. Like, yeah, when we walk up to something like, I'm uncomfortable with that. Speak your mind. Stick your head up. And the last thing is I'm just thankful for the grace, right? And again, Addie and I had this conversation last week. The best way I can explain grace to a little kid is when you're in trouble or you should be in trouble and you don't get in nearly as much trouble as you think you were going to or what you deserve, or somebody does something so incredibly thoughtful and nice and beautiful for you, and you're like, I don't deserve that, but just take it. And that's why I tell Sissy all the time, like, Sissy, when I think about you and I think about how much you love me, that is, to me, that is the epitome of grace. I don't deserve to have somebody who loves me like that, but I will certainly take it. With that, we're done for the day. Hands up, peace out, we're better together. I appreciate you stopping by on a terrific Tuesday. Whew, she almost got me. Not today. We'll be back tomorrow on Hump Day. Hump Day, we'll talk to you then. # deuces. Real talk. Love you. See you, bye.